Hey guys, so welcome back to my main channel. I am doing another video. This is a confessions video as well. I haven't done a confessions video since my last one about spoiled people, if you haven't watched that yet. Also, I am still trying to stick to my schedule of, you know, trying to post a video every single Friday. So today is a Friday if you're watching this, but I am not filming this on a Friday. I'm filming this on the weekend because I feel like I'm really busy, but at the same time I feel like I don't do anything. But yes, I'm not in the blue room, as you can see. Let me just fix this camera here. Yeah, I am in my room with my blue blanket and my crusty wallpaper. Yeah, and my dog is next to me. But today, if you are reading the title, you can obviously see that my boyfriend met my mom for the very first time. I look bald, don't I? But don't worry, I have hair, okay? My hair is like this. My hair is just really greasy right now. And yeah, I haven't washed off like my eyebrows or anything. And I'm growing so much pimples, like it's ridiculous. So fucking ridiculous. Anyways, so as you can see by the title, if you have been watching me for a while, you know that me and my boyfriend have been together for a really long time. I guess you can say like 2.5 years is a really long time, because to me it is, and for me it is the longest relationship that I've ever been. And if you don't know what I am, my background, I am Vietnamese and quarter Chinese, but I don't really like speak Chinese. I tell people that I'm quarter Chinese because people are always like, oh, you look Chinese. And I guess, I don't know, like Asian people, I mean like people that are not Asian always say, oh, all Asian people look the same, but TBH, all Asian people don't look the same. But anyways, I am Vietnamese and quarter Chinese, and I am quarter Chinese because like on my dad's side he's like Chinese. My grandma knows how to speak Chinese, and I feel like she is like quarter Chinese too. I don't know, it's confusing. And my mom is full Vietnamese, my dad is like half whatever and half whatever. Anyways, my boyfriend is Jamaican and Trinidadian, okay? I am making this video and it might be a little, it's not like late, it is kind of late because December 25th is Christmas, right? Christmas of last year, I can say last year because 2015, so December 25th 2015 marks the day that my boyfriend meets my mom for the very first time. If you are Asian, then you will understand Asian parents. People of other colors and other cultures will not understand unless, you know, their parents are really strict and they want, you know, their child to date somebody of the same race, then they will understand. So my whole entire life I had boyfriends, yes, but they were like not that serious. I probably had one other serious relationship, but it didn't work out because it just didn't. Anyways, I was always into black guys. I've dated other races, yes, but I was always into black guys, and I've always like dated, you know, had whatever with black guys, yes. But this is my first ever serious relationship with a black guy that wanted a serious relationship, as like you can say. A lot of the other guys never wanted a serious relationship. You know, you're young, you just want to do whatever and have fun and not have to worry about, you know, dating someone to marry that person, you know what I mean? So like obviously all of my boyfriends, I've never ever told my mom I've ever had a boyfriend, like ever. Yeah, so it's a really big deal for me because I've never ever told my parents about that type of personal, you know, in my life. And you know, this year it was a really big, like it was a really big ending for me this year because he met my mom. And the reason why, let me just tell you the story of how it happened. So I was on the phone with her, and my brother's coming in on Christmas Day, and I called her and I asked her what she was doing, and she just said, you know, she just replied whatever. And I was like, oh, when you get home I want to bring you your Christmas present or whatever. And then she said okay, whatever. And then my boyfriend here, he's like not talking to me, but he's like making hand motions, and he's like, I want you to tell her, like just tell her please, like it's Christmas, you know, it's a new year, just do whatever. So I tell her and I'm like, oh mom, I want you to meet someone. And she's like, oh, meet who? And I'm like, oh, meet my boyfriend. She's like, what boyfriend are you talking about? And I'm like, I laughed, and then I said, just call me when you get home and then you'll meet him. And then she said okay, and then she hung up. My mom, I guess now that I'm older, she's not as strict because, you know, I can do whatever. Obviously I'm 20 years old and I can do whatever I want. I make my own money. I pay for whatever I want. I buy whatever I want with my own money. The only thing that she really pays for is my phone bill. So it was a really big deal for me because like out of nowhere I just told her that I had a boyfriend, and it was like unexpected, you know. So after that, I kind of like we did a whole bunch of stuff. Like me and my boyfriend did a whole bunch of errands that day, and then like later on we went to my house, and then my mom was, I live in an apartment, so my mom was coming out to throw out the garbage, and then she's like, hey, like she was hugging him, like she knew him for so long. And it was a really big surprise because knowing like Asian parents, they're really strict, so it's kind of crazy how my mom reacted the way she did. But then at the same time, she's not as traditional as other parents. I would say like a lot of the parents, they follow, you know, their religion and their culture, and they always want, you know, kids to do what they did when they were young. My mom obviously married an Asian person, and I guess she like felt like she loved that person, so she obviously married that person. But she never really talked to me about that. Like she didn't say, oh yeah, you have to marry an Asian person, you know, you have to do this because like that's right, like you don't want people to be, you know, talking about us like behind our back or whatever. And a lot of like parents do think that way, and they're like, I don't want like people, like I know family members or even like friends to talk behind our back or like say shit, you know. Parents do think that. You don't know that parents say that, but they really do think that in their mind. But obviously now that we live in an area that has obviously a lot of like colored people, and I go to school with colored people, and I have friends that are colored, so I can't really avoid having no like colored people in my life, you know. It's kind of crazy. She never really asked about how long we've been dating before they met. She's never asked like any personal questions. She only asked questions about himself, like, oh, do you work, you know, like do you have a car, like are you making money, you know, like are you in school, blah, 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 you know, all that kind of stuff that obviously moms want to know. She didn't really ask anything personal about our relationship, as long as, you know, we're okay, like we're good. So yeah, it was a really, really, really big deal for me on a personal level, because I thought my mom, like this whole time, my mom could have met him, but you know, things happen for a reason. So obviously maybe this was the right time for her to meet him. But now they have like a really good relationship, and you know, my mom's not assuming that he's gonna steal from us or anything, or like he's gonna kill us or whatever, you know, like all sorts of things. And I'm not saying that all black people would, any black people would do that, but you know, society makes people think, oh, you know, black people are so bad, like they can kill you, they can do this for you, they can rob you, like they're probably using you, blah blah blah, you know. Like anybody, like in my society, or not my society, but in my area, there's a lot of bad stuff happening, shootings and all that stuff, and you know, stuff on the news as well. So they put stuff in people's minds, and they just think, oh, you know, like this person is of this race or this color or whatever, they could do this and that and this and that. So yeah, I was surprised that that did not happen with my mom. So I'm happy, and they finally met, and I'm so happy. And the funny thing is, my brother was like, oh, don't let him meet mom, because you know, mom's gonna hit me for hiding the secret from her. And she didn't do that, obviously. But now he's happy because then he can talk about my boyfriend to my mom or whatever without having to like hide. And she knows that I stay at his house, and before I was lying about staying at his house. Yeah, but now I don't have to, and she knows that I stay there. Obviously, like she's not dumb. She probably assumed, but she never really asked about it. So yeah, but now she knows that I stay there, and I don't have to hide it, and he can come into my house, and he can, you know, eat my food. He drives my mom's car. Like, it's just crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because I thought it was like a really big deal to share this with you guys. And obviously it's a little bit personal, but at the same time, it's like it kind of helps other people be motivated to maybe tell their parents about, you know, their loved one or their partner, if they are hiding them from their parents, you know what I mean? So yeah, my dad knows about him but hasn't met him yet, but I'm probably going to make another video about that and see how that reaction goes. I didn't film the reaction, and I'm not going to film any type of reaction video because it's kind of personal and, you know, it's too much. But I will probably talk about it and recap about what happens when he meets my dad. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But I need to help my brother because he probably, like, he did something. Anyways,
it wasn't me. The tiles are leaking, like water goes through the tiles and then the water stays under the tiles, and when you step on the tiles the water leaks out and goes through there.
Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video, and it will be next Friday, obviously. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below and tell me what you think, and tell me if I'm crazy that I didn't show him my mom. Didn't show my mom him for 2 whole entire years of dating. And subscribe if you like Shman.
I'm sorry.
And subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and come back for more. I love you guys. Bye.